Funny. I like your comment, Drake. So no murder occurred in this house. This house is actually in progress. We are building a floor plan here. This is the first floor. We're gonna head up to the first floor and we're gonna get started in about 30 seconds. Yeah, stuff always goes down in the kitchen. Tell me what you think about the kitchen. What do you think about this flow? We have the aisle, we have a partition between, like a glass partition. So we have this, not this aisle, but this island. Okay, it's an island, and then over here is a partition. It's like a glass partition. Um, Connected to the island here, we have a countertop oven, refrigerator, nice and spacious pantry. Yeah, so what do you think about this flow? Funny. No murder occurred in this house. But you can, I mean, if you want to dream a little bit, we can imagine a little bit. I love the comments. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. So you guys, we're gonna pick up where we left off. We are like 99.92% done with this downstairs. So just to recap, as you guys are aware, this is the Fraiser's project. There will be about 3 families living in this home. Yeah, so 3 families living in this home. They want a playroom, home office. We have Jamie and Claire, who's the owners of the home. They have a 5-year-old daughter. Then we have Michael and Priya, friends, 2 children, and ages 10 and 8. And then we have a friend named Jordan, single friend, who will also be in this home. Okay, so if you guys want to dive a little deeper into these details, you can either pause this video or you can check out one of the previous videos and yeah, dive into the details there. You can pause and dive into the details there. I'm not sure if you can pause a live. I don't think you can pause a live, but if you can, go ahead and do it, and you guys can go ahead and review these details. But we have Jamie and Claire. This is their co-housing project, and yeah, we're gonna continue on. So my last video, we just installing windows. Installing windows. This video we're going to continue on. I think we are like pretty much done with the bottom floor. So I think I mentioned this before I jumped off the last time that I know, so the client, they actually requested a full bathroom on the first floor. There will be 2 suites or 3 suites upstairs, three wings, 3 wings upstairs, suites for each family. They'll each have their own full bathroom upstairs, but for future conversions, they want to at least have a full bathroom on the first floor. So this is where I place the bathroom, but I'm thinking about making some changes. So I'm thinking, I mean, we have 2 bedrooms down, well, potential bedrooms. They may, in the future convert these into bedrooms, and they just want a full bathroom for these tenants in these rooms. So I was thinking there is something about allowing your guests to use your full bathroom that has a tub, because usually in a full bathroom with tub, your personal items are in there, all your personal bathing items, and you just don't want those things exposed to, I mean, they're not strangers, but they're guests, right? So I was thinking, if you guys are wondering what these 2 boxes are, these are stairways. We have a stairway going up this way, and then we also have a stairway going up this way. This will lead to the next floor. So I was thinking about, there will be a lot of space underneath here, and I think, and I'm pretty sure, I'm positive that there's plenty of space to actually, there's plenty of space to put like a half bathroom, a sink and a toilet in this space, like in these rooms. So originally that's what I was gonna do. I think I'm gonna stick with that. And then over here, just this side will be just extra storage space. Um, so I'm thinking I'm gonna just do that now. I'm gonna go ahead and add a door probably in this top corner, and then put our sink and toilet, and it'll be a simple restroom for guests or whoever needs it. What do you guys think? Too many restrooms in this house? There are quite a bit of restrooms in this house, but then again, I've never like lived in a very large castle like this. I call it a castle because it's large. Never lived in one. So yeah, so moving on, we are going to go ahead and build out this little bathroom right here. This might require me to go ahead and maybe stretch this wall a little bit to give us a little more space to work with. Um, yeah, so let's do it now. So I'll take this. And if you guys are wondering what tool I'm using, what platform this is Canva. Simply just Canva. It is pretty awesome that we can do things like this on Canva. So we're gonna put our door here. We need this door to be at least 3 feet. So we're gonna make sure that is 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's almost perfect. That's about 3 feet. And then this space, we don't have a lot of space to work with in this, but just enough. So, 1, 2, So we're not gonna think too deeply into this, but I do know that it'll fit. So I'm going to copy this. I don't want the same style. And then we'll move these up over here. Yeah, this is fun for you guys. Alright, so I do need to spend a little more so that we don't need a lot of counter space, just enough for the sink. If somebody needs to set something down, they can. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we are going to group these items so that we don't have to keep shifting and adjusting. So we're literally gonna we are going to put the sink right here. Yeah, we need a little more space. So it's I don't have a lot of space to work with right here, I don't think. Okay, so honestly, this sink, I don't know if you guys have ever seen a sink without a counter space, but this sink does not need that much counter space. So we're gonna go ahead and ungroup. We can just do the standalone sink, which I think will. Okay, why did I do that? I actually wanted to have a little bit of just like a border so that we can see that it's the sink. So I'm going to go ahead and group these together. Okay, so there we go. What did I do? Okay. All right, so we have the sink, and then we're literally gonna plop the toilet like right there. It is not it's a very tiny space. We don't have a lot of space to work with, but we do have enough space. we do have enough space. And you know what else we can do? We can draw this over a little bit. Have to be exactly 9 feet. Okay. Sorry guys, I am thinking out loud. So let me go ahead and grab this toilet, bring it over. What's the number? All right, so you guys are probably wondering, okay, why am I sticking along this wall? Well, if you guys notice, I have some steps down below. Those stairs are actually going to lead to the second floor, which means that this roof or the roof of this restroom is going to be slanted. So this wall will be the highest point, and towards this direction will be the highest point. So we want everything along this side. So it's literally going to be, the purpose of it is just to use the restroom. It's just use the restroom, wash your hands. It's nice to have a quick little restroom right here. You don't have to go to the upstairs or to the back. But you can just, the guests can just use the restroom right here. And then what I'll do is I will put like a dotted line right here, just so that you guys know that so that they know that there's limited space in here, and all this is not, all of this is it. You can't use all this space. So let me delay it. All right. So this is just an indicator that we are limited in the space that we can use over here. So you do need to know that we don't have all the spaces to, okay. Okay, what do I do here? We can bring this forward. What am I doing? All right, so there's our restroom. So this space will still be available. We can probably put like a cabinet across this wall here, or this space right here that's slanted, fill it in. And you can have a little bit of storage there. But I do want them to know that there's very limited space in this space. That's why we only have a sink. And okay, I literally need to select. Okay, so I'm going to reposition this because I just, all right, I gotta send this back because it isn't acting as I need it to. So we'll just push this bad boy back. There we go. All right, so we're gonna move this. We're actually gonna shift this over half a foot. Okay, and then we'll take. All right, so there's our sink. I almost want to turn that door around so that it's facing the other direction. Because there's something about the entrance door facing the mirror where you can see everything. I feel like if it's facing the other direction, they open a door. Even if they crack the door, they won't be able to see the person on the toilet. Like, so I'm trying to think from like a privacy perspective. Or yeah. Okay, so let's. Yeah, I think I would like it this way, anyways, because you don't want. I think it makes sense to have the door open this direction because the other direction, it just seems a little tight when you have the sink right there. So if you open it this way, yeah, okay, I think it makes sense to have it. What do you guys think? I think it makes sense to have the door open this direction. So we'll keep it there. And I need that little white top because I don't like seeing the, I want there to actually be, I don't want the, okay, so, okay. You guys are probably wondering why I'm like getting hung up on this. I just really don't want, I want it to be like that. Okay. So there's our little bathroom for our guests. Okay, that's our guest bathroom. Okay. All right. So moving on, I think I want to put my little counter. Hold on. Let's definitely let's put my little cabinetry in here too. So that I want them to see how they can use this space. So, and then that would mean I would have to move the dotted line. Yes and no. Hold on. Can't reach it. Hold on. Okay, so all right, so okay, I have to reach that dotted line. There's a dotted line here that I can't reach because this box is positioned in front of it. So I'll just send it back. And then I'm gonna have to define this up perfectly. I don't care about that side. Alright, so the dotted line, we can just bring it down. And then this will just be like right along here still. I know it's gonna seem huge, but I just need them to know that. I know that looks wild. I really wanted to, hold on. Yeah. Oh no, what did I do there? So let's put that back. There it is. Okay, good. I'm just gonna do that. Very fun. Very fun. Okay, so you'll see. I need that dotted line there to indicate that there's not a lot of space back there to work with, but you can put counters, like some kind of storage space or some kind of cabinetry along this wall because the roof is going to be slanted. So, anyways, let's move on. All right, so zoom out. Let's get our bird's eye view. Lovely, lovely. Okay, so now we are going to work on the stairway. So, as I said before, we have a stairway here. Wait, what's going on here? This is going to be kind of aligned there. Aligned there. All right, so we have a stairway here, and then we have a stairway. Oh my gosh, that is gonna drive me nuts. I can't. I can't. This is off. I can't deal with this little corner right here. So it's not going to be like that. There, that's better. We can do that. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Okay, so we have our stairway here. And then we also have a stairway here that's coming from the kitchen. It's like all right here. Okay. And the stairway is actually going to meet, oh my gosh, it's going to meet on like the 1.5 level of the house. And then that will lead to the second floor, if that makes sense. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this. Yay. How awesome and amazing. All right, so we just duplicated the design. And so what we're gonna do on the second one is we're gonna wipe everything out, and it's only going to display the stairway. So let's do that now. But before I do that, I have to figure out how I can how is this going to go? Okay. All right, so I have to do this part from my computer, but you guys will still be able to see the changes. It'll just look like well, I guess you can't see my cursor anyway. But I'm curious to know what do you guys think so far? So far, so good. All right, so things are loading on the other side. So what I'm going to do now is for this level, I am going to go ahead and just pretty much delete all this, erase all of this, because it no longer applies. Yeah. Okay. All right, so we're gonna do that. And then we are going to duplicate that. So this is going to be a long stairway all the way up. Perfect. I love when it does that. So all the way up until 1, 2, 3, until we get to about. We're gonna uncheck that. Okay, that's up. Let's select, select, select. Let's group these, and then this one is going to be deleted. All right, so 1, 2, 3. I'll probably do one more. That one delete. All right, so we have our stairway. So it will stop about right there. And then we will do the same over here. Duplicate this. Okay. Perfect. About right there. Okay, so I'll do that. And then we'll have this awesome, this is actually going to be shortened. This is what I'm going to do with the surrounding items because I don't want you guys to get confused. Okay, what just happened? Undo. For now, we will have to do it this way. And all right, and so we will you guys are probably wondering what is she doing. Well, I can't do what I really want to do, so I have to. I need it to be all the same. So this one would need to line up with this one. Okay, so that's kind of what I do is kind of put like a layer and kind of what just happened? Okay, so let's ungroup because now they're all do that. Okay, So that's it. I think that transparency is good, just enough so that you guys can see what's going on the first floor. So you can see the so that you guys can see the first floor and then see how the stairway relates to the first floor up to the second. It's like a good transition visual. Okay, that's all. So if we zoom in, okay, so we have our stairway. So coming from the first floor, there's a stairway, and then we're gonna have like a rail, like a wall slash rail that's going to be um this is actually going to be a very light gray to represent buildings and walls. I think we want. Okay, so I don't really think we want to do that, but let me think. Hold on, let me think real quick. I need to lock these in because I keep clicking on them. I don't want to move them. So boom. Now we can probably group these. So let's select them, and then we will group them. We will group them, and then yeah, we'll group them. Okay. So I guess that does look nice. It looks nice. It looks nice. Great. Oh my gosh, why can't I? What am I? Oh Lord. Okay. What just happened? Okay. So let's undo. Let's not even group them. Okay. Good. All right. So something I noticed over here. I'm going to fix it. What's this? Okay. Perfect. All right. So let's group and then tap away. That's why I'm tapping off this. Okay, now I can zoom in, zoom out. All right, so you guys see what I did here? Do you see what the rock is picking? Okay, so this is the first floor. Zoom out. Okay, and this is us going up the stairway here. You see the stairway? Then you go up. Let's say we're going through the front of the houseway. You go up. You're gonna reach a point here. The stairway, and then we have. All right, I can't even click out. Okay, okay. Then here, and then zoom out. Okay, zoom in, and we'll click this box that I'm still unable to click. Why am I unable to click it? What's happening? Okay, okay, that's why. Okay, I just need to lock this so that I can't move it. All right, so now that that's locked in, why? You know lock, ungroup, let's ungroup. Let's just ungroup everything and then we'll lock them individually. Lock, lock. Okay, perfect. So now I don't have to worry about moving these on accident. All right, so back to the stairway. Click this lock, duplicate it, and bring it down. All right. Does that look? I guess I can take off the borders. We don't need any borders. Let me take the borders off. I really don't need any borders. Just blend them in. I just need it to. I just need this to be clear that this is a stairway. Okay. Stairway, and then we're going to have. You guys are probably wondering, okay, where's the second floor? So the second floor is right here. It's a couple steps up. See? I know that looks crazy. But I am going to try to make it clear that this is I'm just trying to make it as clear as possible so that no one is confused about what this is. Alright, so let me put in this. Yep. Where's the why isn't it letting me move it? Like um, I feel like I'm doing this the hard way. Okay, I am doing this the hard way. I just want it to be lined up with, and then every time I set it down, I can't pick it up. This is gonna drive me. Okay, where are you attached to? What are you attached to? Okay, so we're going to delete you because you're behaving not as I want. All right, so we have our line. Now the thickness of the line needs to be really wide because I need this to. I'm just gonna let it be. All right, so yeah, so let's just reset because let me reset real quick because this is bothering me. I literally just need this to be extended just a little bit. Okay, so we've done that there. Where did that come from? Now tell me what happened there. So today is just one of those days for me. Okay, Okay, so I just need you all to know that there's like a border there. Like they have to go up the stairs. Does this make sense? Does this make sense? I hope this is like so this right here is actually not a wall. It's like a rail. It's a rail. Um, a rail. But does that look? Is that confusing? Okay. So what I'll do to um, what I'll do all right, so that's that. I just need, I have no idea what just happened. Like, how did this get out of place? I'm just a little confused. Like, how did this get out? How did this get out? What happened? Okay, let me see. I can fix it. Undo. Undo. Nope. Nothing I did there. Alright, well, let's unlock this. Go ahead and stretch it up. Alright, so then we'll lock it back. Boom. Okay, so we have our stairway. Alright, so let's put some lines up in here, or arrows. These arrows are just there. Just letting us know what each of these. Alright, so this is not the arrow. This is not what I want. We just need a couple arrows. Let me see. Let's use a line arrow. There you go. And so this one, we can make it a pop in color so that it stands out. And here we go. We're sticking to things again. Alright, so we'll just do that for now. Let's see what happens if I do that. Alright, so there's that. And then we will do that. All right, and then I will duplicate that one. Okay, so I'm not sure how it attached to that, but I'll just move it over here and shorten it. Okay, so does that make sense? So I might need to put some text in there for what we have here. We have the first floor, right? And we see the stairway, but it's not like complete. And then we have, okay, here, let's do this. I want it to almost be lined up perfectly, but I don't think I'm going to get perfect. So let me see if I can get this arrow, the same arrow here. Where is that? Okay, so, all right, so okay, so I am getting a little wrapped up in the details, but for good reason, because I just want it to be clear that these are stairs. Okay, can you guys tell that those are stairs? Can you tell? So yeah, can you tell? Can you tell? These are stairs. All right, the phone is just putting me on blast. We just want to duplicate that. We'll change the color of these letters. We can put stairway. Oops. All right, so upstairs. I'll put upstairs. Okay. Okay. Upstairs and then upstairs here too. Isn't that cute? Yay. All right, so no, let's go back. And then we can just copy this because I need to put this on the other page. Where did it come from? Or where did it go? Is this one? Okay. So I think I'm going to put one of these here too. Makes sense to put it here. Actually, it makes sense to have this whole one. But I do want this one to be different because again, you're gonna be able to look over this um you're gonna be able to look over this railing. And so let's make it a different color then. Maybe something lighter. Hmm. Hmm. Maybe I'll change the style. Then it looks. Hmm. No. I guess we'll keep it there for now. And then for this side, we'll keep this line solid so that, yeah, it needs to be solid. All right, so how does that look? Does that make sense? Is this clear? Is it clear that it's a stairway? Is it clear? And then this wall right here, this isn't a wall, this is like, yeah. Does that make sense? Okay. Okay, so we're gonna zoom out. Let me see. Okay, so we'll do that, and then I'll zoom this out. And needs to be perfect. Where's the, oh, okay, so is this clear on what we have here? Is it clear what these are? Okay, is that clear? Is that clear? Okay. All right, so next we are going to actually let me build in this closet entrance. Wait, hold on. So we will select that, and then there's a little box there. Dupe it, move it over here. So this is going to be extra storage. Extra storage, please. Right about here. All right, so oh, actually perfect. How did I get it there so perfect? All right, so that's extra storage. extra storage space right up in this area. So this is great. This is like almost complete. It's so exciting. So this is the first floor, and then you'll go up the stairs, either side, either the kitchen side or the main entrance side. So up the stairs, and this is what that looks like. Okay, and then we continue on to the second floor. So what we're going to do here is duplicate this page, and then we're going to drag it right over here. Okay. All right. So this is actually going to require, it's going to require me to delete all the first floor stuff. So I am going to probably, I think I lost a lot of you. Okay, so totally fine. But it's going to require me to pretty much create a blank canvas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it here. You guys, we're going to finish up here. We're going to be done. We're going to be done here. There it is. There. Okay. So we have the first floor, 100% done. Everything is good. I guess I can label like this room. I can label a couple things actually. So we know this is going to be storage space. Okay. We can just put storage. Storage. And then we can also label this half bath. Come on. We can label this half bath. And I guess we can just label it restroom or half room. I guess I can just put restroom. Sure. There we go. A nice little restroom. I have no idea why everything is just popping. We have the nice restroom situation, and then we can zoom back out and label the full restroom or bathroom. We'll call this one the bathroom because there's a bathroom in here. So let's go ahead and put bathroom. So this is the bathroom. Okay. All right, so that's that. For some reason this is bothering me. The pantry text. So I'm just going to do that. Pull this out. And then restore that back. Okay. All right. Okay, so we'll put pantry Okay, so we are back and disconnected for like a hot second there. So, yeah, so we're done. We're done for the day. We have the full first floor complete. Full first front, full first floor complete. FF. Full first floor complete. Full first floor complete. Okay. And then we also have the stairway, which is just lovely. Look at that. That stairway. It's just genius. I freaking love it. Freaking love it. I love it. We have the first floor, and then we have the stairway. You cannot, like, this is just great. All right, so super excited. Thanks again for tuning in. If you guys missed the live, I will be posting this shortly public so that you guys can catch up and keep up with the progress of this project. We will continue this. I actually have a long day tomorrow. Maybe later on this evening, if I have any time, I'll jump back on and we can start on the second floor. At least get the framework done, some walls up, identify the 3 different wings, and then we will, get done what we can, and then, we're almost there, you guys. We're halfway there. I can definitely say that we are past the half mark. If you guys have any questions, any comments, or feedback, any type of any feedback, just you can leave a comment. I am always on. I'm not always on, but I get the notifications to my mobile phone. So if you guys have any comments, I will respond, and I appreciate them. So that's the end. That's the end, you guys. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. We got the full first floor complete and a stairway, which is just perfect, you guys. I did the measurements and everything. It's perfect. So we got a stairway. Yeah, and that's it, you guys. So have a great evening. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, and we'll pretty much reconnect pretty soon here. Yeah, alrighty.